what would you think if just tapping back, it's going back, was turned into like a slow version of a Korean backdash? That would, you wouldn't like that. You wouldn't like that if they lowered the skill floor, but at the same time they made Korean backdash better. So raise the height of the skill ceiling, give players a legitimate reason to do Korean backdash, but also give newer players access to good movement without having to learn this intricate set of difficult execution. I mean, why is that? Yeah, Spag, you're just shaking your head.
I don't know. I mean, it's one of the unique things about Tekken. Like, do you know what I mean? One of the things that me and Baxi, we, you know, a Spanish player, we joke about when it comes to Street Fighter. It's like, yo, such a hard game, man. Back, forward, forward. So hard, man. You know, play Tekken. You know, learn how to cream back. You know, if I can do it, anyone can do it, man. That's how I see it. You know, it's one of the things that's unique. It's unique to Tekken. You know, the movement, I love it. It's one of the great things about it. So
it would still be unique. It's challenging. It would still be unique. I'm saying make Korean backdash better than it is. But also make it accessible.
No, but it wouldn't be better because other people have access to a dumbed down version of it, an easier version of it. I think it wouldn't just, you know, you can make it better. How can you make? I don't know. It's hard, man. Now you shouldn't. I don't think you're gonna. It's too much. It's too much.
Like, imagine a backdash where let's say a backdash is 30 frames. Make the first 15 frames faster. So if you're backdash canceling correctly, you want to get the optimal speed, you do the first 15 frames cancel into a crouch, backdash cancel into a crouch. So you have a legitimate reason to do the Korean backdash. But also don't give the backdash this massive ending lag at the end of the 30 frames. So you can just either go, by tapping back, you can go pop, 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 and you can move around pretty effectively. But if you can cancel effectively, you're like pop, 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 pop. So yeah, that's basically what I'm saying. Like, they don't need to be mutually exclusive. Like, lowering the skill floor and raising the ceiling, you can have both, I think.
I think that anyone that was going to learn the Korean backdash, you know, people who are invested enough to actually want to learn that, they'll learn it. Do you know what I mean? Like, it's not terribly difficult. It's not as difficult as some people make it out to be.
Yeah. I mean, the skill gap was already like getting smaller and smaller between players because of the mechanics that added into the game. I think making movement more accessible will just make it worse. Because they're already dumbed down the game already by adding like rage drive, rage arts, flip over Oki, counter hit. No one talks about this, but counter hits on the same frame is a huge deal as well. So I think with these mechanics already, the skill gap is already getting closer and closer. Like, we're seeing this in results. To be like, obviously the global level has improved for sure, but I do think Tekken 7 has lowers the skill gap as well, closing the skill gap between players. So I don't think movement should be affected. Like, that's the one defining aspect of a good player. Like, executing the movement well, but also using it appropriately in situations.
Yeah. But there'll still be a real tangible difference between the easy method and the hard method. But it would just make the easy method more useful. I don't think it's good game design to present this massive mandatory executional barrier just to move, just to get into the hardest part of the game. I think it's outdated, to be frank.
I don't think it's massive, though. I don't personally think it's massive. I think, you know,
it's overrated by new players, because I think knowing when to do a single backdash and then whiff punish is huge. But doing Korean backdash canceling and creating a lot of space is situationally useful, but it is very useful when you do need it. I think what you're saying, Arya, is more like, because I misunderstood it first too, but you're talking about, so we have the generic backdash right now that you don't cancel, so you just, you know, backdash and then you do it again. Like, you just shorten the interval
between the backdashes. Yeah. So like
the time that you have to wait between them.
Tap back. That's more effective. Yeah. But also doing a proper cancel is also more effective. So movement's better all around. But it also means just like new players can actually move. And I think it helps reinforce a point that this game is about movement. And that should be expressed through better animations. Like, imagine if Kazuya did like a little shuffle, or Law flipped his legs around. Like the game should try to communicate what the best parts of it are through its animations, I think. Because if you look at Tekken right now, you see the characters, when we try to move them, it's like they're crippled. It's like they're hobbling around. And the immediate conclusion is, oh, well, this isn't an important part of the game.